Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Hux here for day three of this challenge, this 5-day challenge. Thank you guys so much for the input, the responses, everything that you guys have been sharing. It's been adding a lot to the group and just my passion, and it's been exciting. So thank you guys. Welcome to day 3. This is going to be a fun one. And of course, this challenge for anyone first time coming on, this challenge is all about why runners hesitate to start in a running program. And I thought it was perfect today that it's global or national or global running day. It's the global national running day, June 3rd. So no better topic to talk about today than accountability. Who is your accountability partner? Who's your accountability group? I think I originally had this topic for Thursday, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move this to Wednesday. It's perfect. It's perfect to talk about this. I want to give a shout out to my shirt, my fam, Super PT. So I'm living that, or feeling that PT strength today. So hopefully I'll have the right words to say today and share with you guys. And also, I wanted to change up the location. Got the whole place to myself, so I'm like, you know what? Let's change the environment a little bit. That's important. That's important to do in life, and then of course with running as well. We always want to change our environment, what we're doing, and where we're running. Running out in nature and everything. So, but that's another topic. But who is your accountability partner? This one's so important. And I kind of want to tie this into running or running program, and then just tie it into life in general. I thought this topic was so important because we've been dealing with social isolation. We've been dealing with just being isolated from people, being isolated from our family, co-workers. I want to make sure if anyone's on, just want to double check my mic's working. So if you guys could just let me know that you can hear me and everything, that'd be beautiful. This thing sometimes runs out of battery on me. But yeah, it's so important that we avoid the social isolation. Obviously, these past few months, we haven't had the choice, right? So we've as humans had to get creative. We get creative through Zoom and social media and all these outlets. But when it comes to running, it is so important that we have our accountability partners, accountability groups. That's one of the big reasons I created this group, and wanted to just create this group for people where we can come together as a running group and share knowledge and share insight and share just our running journey together. Because I know for me, I have fallen off the journey multiple times, especially when I'm trying to go at it by myself. We have to do this together, because there's going to be just days and weeks where we're not going to want to run. We're not going to want to run. We're not going to want to pour into a relationship. We're not going to want to pour into our business. So we have to stay bound together. We have to stay a strong unit when we are going about this journey. And of course, as you guys know, this, another reason I created this group is this is greater than just running. I feel like running's almost like an example of how life should be. So just looking at running and combining it with personal growth and combining it with your why, finding that bigger why on why you're doing these things. Having the accountability or the group is going to help you guys get to that place you want to get. Because if we just keep everything in ourselves, like keep this journey in ourselves, keep our wins, taking these next steps, getting to these next mileage, these next seasons. If we just keep this in, we don't share it with others, we're not going to be able to celebrate it. One, we're not going to celebrate with others, and two, if we're just grieving and we have shame and we're struggling with something, then we'll fall off our running program, and then no one's going to be there to pick us up. So this is just so important. This is so important, guys. Find that one accountability partner that you can run with. The perfect ideal situation is someone near you, so you guys can keep each other in check, making sure you guys are hitting your goals each week. And I know a lot of people are not morning people, so if you there's a difference if you plan a run with someone, such as say 5 or 6 in the morning. If you plan it with someone versus just trying to do it alone, right? That you're gonna have there's gonna be so many reasons not to do it if you're just trying to go about it alone. But if you have someone that's gonna be there at 6 a.m. and someone that relies on you, that just adds a whole nother dimension of, I need to be there. I made this commitment to this person and everything. So it's just so important that we hold each other and we keep each other accountable and everything. And with this group, I've been part of running groups in the past. So like of like a running store or just a community. Hey, Brenda, thanks for coming on. But of course, the social distancing and so many things are online now. I'm like, what? Let me create this group, this health-focused group of runners. We're all here for have a similar mentality and everything. But so we're all runners, but then also adding that personal growth, adding that why, that bigger picture. So I think that's just going to keep us accountable, help us to propel forward, and just take those steps forward and everything. So accountability is so important. And then, as we're accountable with each other, we're going to obviously keep each other motivated, keep taking those steps forward. And then also what it's going to do is create resiliency. This is a major point I want to hit with accountability. So it's going to create resiliency in your mind and in your body. So that resiliency is going to allow you to you're creating this muscle. Not only are you strengthening these muscles when you're running, when you're working out, but you're also starting to create this resiliency in your mind. And there's no better way to do this than with other people. Those accountability partners, especially, I always encourage people to have those accountability partners or groups that are real with them, that are going to tell them, things that they don't want to hear, especially, those things that it's like painful to hear. We all have those like real friends in our lives, those real like authentic people that sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's tough to hear a message from them or hear the thing that you don't want to hear, but it's necessary. It's really gonna sting, right? It's really gonna sting when they tell you. But it's going to do so many wonders in your life. Going to do so many. They're telling you it for a purpose, right? They're telling it for a reason. So that's a culture I want to create in this group. I want us to be real with each other. I want us to be authentic. I want us to just push each other to be greater runners, greater people in life, greater business owners, whatever it is. I want us to have that impact, that influence on each other to just continue taking those steps forward. And I'm just excited. I'm excited on this journey, and I just can't wait to hear your guys' input, the things that you guys have been through and to share in the group, because I guarantee that different struggles you've been through, most likely these other people in the group have been through them as well. So I just want to encourage you guys to share share those burdens with each other, share those struggles, share those wins, share it all. That's the purpose of this group. I just want to create a culture of winners and people that are resilient, people that are resilient in their emotional or mental status, their physical life, their social, their what's the other ones I'm looking for? Spiritual journey, the whole person. I want us to be able to create that culture and everything. So we're just very resilient. What's up, sister? Thanks for coming on. My sister has a half marathon planned in January, Disney half marathon with my pops and Michelle, which they're gonna be running that together. That's their first half marathon. Of course, my sister's second or third, but it'll be my first for my pops and Michelle. So rooting for them. But that goes to the perfect point. So I believe that's not possible unless, especially doing like a 5K or a half marathon or a marathon for the first time. You know how hard it is to do by yourself? It's so hard to, love it, sis, love it. It's so hard to do all the training alone. But when you have a partner, when you have a group, when you're training together, one person's gonna have a bad week, but the person that's having a good week is gonna push that person, and vice versa, and you guys just keep carrying the load. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Like my beautiful sister said, just gonna kick that half marathon in the butt. That's what we need to do. So we need to do it together. We need to just stay strong, stay accountable, and lift each other up during those, especially during those tough times. So, but yeah, so excited for today. It's Global Running Day, and I want to encourage you guys. The big challenge for today is I want to encourage you guys to, one, get out there and run. Get out there and run. Whatever it is, 1, 3, 5, 10 miles, whatever you're planning for today. I want to encourage you to try to push a little bit more today. And I want you guys to post your runs in the group. You can either post them in this live stream or just the group. I want you guys to post those runs because that's gonna help encourage each other and learn just to kind of see what other people are doing, and it'll be fun. So I want this Global Running Day just to include your guys' runs and even if you guys walk, that's fine. Just get out there and move, some kind of movement, because that walking is going to lead into eventual running. So let me see. My sis says, definitely makes the training a lot easier when you have someone by yourself encouraging you. Couldn't have gone through my first one without my running partner, Molly. Woo! Love it, sis. That's a perfect example right there. It's a perfect example. And I think you even shared with me with that run where you could have finished it faster. I think you had a goal, maybe 2 hours or something, but you could have finished it faster. But since you were going through this journey with her and together, you decided to put your goal to the side and slow down and stay at pace with her, because she helped you so much prior during the training and everything. So you're like, let me return this favor. Let me stay on pace with Molly and just keep pushing each other one step at a time. So I love that example, sis. That example. That's huge. That's huge, especially when we're finally in that race day and that run, and everything in you wants to quit because this is your first 5K, 10K, half marathon, and maybe this distance, maybe you have hit this distance or not, but it's that extra distance that you got to hit. Say maybe for the half marathon you've been training really at like the 8 to 10 mile range. Those last 3 miles are brutal. So having someone with you is just gonna just keep propelling, keep taking those steps forward, and that's what it's all about. What was the other thing I was thinking of? This is the point. So, two, when you're running with someone or a group, at times it doesn't feel like running. It doesn't feel like running. Let me see what my sis said. Yes, I pushed her a lot in the beginning, half of the race, and she pushed me a lot at the end when I was tired and wanting to give up. Beautiful. I love that. I love that, sis. Good example. Good example. And yeah, to my point too, off that, like when you're running with people, it just doesn't feel like running. You know, you're excited. You guys are talking, laughing. You know, it's like more of a bonding experience. That's why as humans, we're just made for connectedness. First, when you run by yourself, it can just be brutal. It can be brutal at times. You're in your mind, you're like, why am I doing this again? Or, you know, what why did I decide to do this versus X, Y, and Z? Like this is brutal. You know, mind starts going, your ankles hurt, knees hurt. So running with people just takes that away as well. So beautiful, guys. I love this topic, and I just can't wait to see the journey ahead, what this group does for all of you guys, and just to hear about your running journey. And yeah, thanks for coming on day 3. I can't wait to hear about your guys' global running day. Post your runs in the group, and let's all encourage each other, push each other, and let's keep going on this journey together. And then tomorrow I'll be coming in same time, 9:30 Central, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, and I will post the topic in the group that we'll be talking about. Can't wait, and let's keep on moving. Let's keep on grinding. All right, guys, have a blessed day.